Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to discuss Codeforces problem, binary string reconstruction. So this problem was asked in educational Codeforces round 94. So what we are given in this, so initially we are given w as a binary string which can hold 0 or 1 as a character, and the length of the w is n, and there is one more integer x. So what we have to do is we have to form a binary string, a new binary string s. So to form s, there are three constraints given. So the constraint one, if the I minus x character of the w, or if I minus x exists in the w, or if it is in bounds, so we have to check the I minus x of w is 1. If it is 1, then we can form the newly formed SI strings. The ith character is 1. Okay. Second is, if w of I plus x exists, if it lies in the range, and if it is equal to 1, that the I plus x character at the wth string is 1, then we can insert 1 in the SI or ith location of S string. And if the above both the conditions are false, then we can put the 0 as a character for S of I. Okay, so this way we have to construct the S from the original from the input string as a w. So if we are failed to do so, so if no such string is able to form, then in that case we have to print the -1. Okay, so let's take couple of example. So if I talk about this 0 1 as a binary string and the x value is 1, so what we can have is, initially what we have to do is based on the conditions. So here for the 0th index we cannot go to the negative side, that is if I consider 0 minus x is 1, so 0 minus 1 is -1, so it is not in the range. So I will take the second operation, that is the I plus x. So 0 plus 1 becomes 1, so this character, it is a 1, then I can have 1 into my string. Okay, now if I go to the next character, that is a 1th index which holds the character 1, so I can perform the I minus x operation. So 1 minus 1 is 0, so this condition gets false, and for this next condition I cannot move forward. Okay, so because I plus x it is not in the range, so I can simply put SI is equal to 0 over here, so I can form a string 1 0, and that is what the output over here. Okay, now if you take this 1 1 0 over here, okay, so for this 1 1 0 and the x value over here is again 1, so for this 1 I minus x is not applicable, but I plus 1, this holds the 1, so we can have the string 1 for the S string. Okay, now for this character again I minus x can give us the 1 over here, and again for this 0th character the I minus x is again holding the 1, but for the 0th character these two conditions are false. Okay, so the basically we can say the string remains same over here. Okay, because the last character is not holding the value equal to 1, so the string remains same. So 110 is 110, so that in that case we are not able to form any new string, so that's why the output is -1 over here. So let's take the code part now, it will give us the more clarity. So here I have created a class, that is a binary string reconstruction, and I am accepting the two input parameter, that is the binary string s and the value of x. Then I am calling this solve function. So initially what I am doing is I am converting my string into the character array, that is a small s, then the length of the n, that is the length of the string, then I am forming the output character array. I am naming it as an answer, and initially I am filling all the answer characters by 1. Okay, after that what I am doing is I am iterating through the 0 to n, and for each character whose value is 0 from the uh, input character array. Okay, so if I'm checking if the condition, that is a I minus x and I plus f x, if it is lies in and the current character is 0, then I'm turning those I minus x and I plus x character into the 0, because this is going to be my output string. Okay, so I will again give you the example. It will relate to this code part. Okay, then because this is a two-side problem where we can have the possibilities from the left side and right side, and we are going to form the output in the form of conjunctions. Okay, so this is a boolean variable resource or the result, and then again I am iterating through the 0 to n over here, and for each character whose value is 1, I am just again calling the same condition formula, that is if I minus x and I plus x, if both of them lie in the range, then I am checking if the particular character at the location I minus x or I plus x, if it is a 1, then it returns the 1, else it returns the false. So now let's revisit the test case. So this is the test case number 1, sorry, this is test case number 2. So this is the binary string 0 1, and the value of x is 1 in this case. Okay, so initially I am filling this output character array by 1 1, so this is going to be 1 1. Okay, now for from 0 to n, okay, I am checking for each of the character whose value is 0. So here the for the character I is equal to 0, the character is 0 itself. So here I minus 1 condition is not satisfied because it is out of range, but for the I plus x, I can convert this 1 into the 0. Okay, so my character array is filled with 1. For the ith index, that is 0th index, this value remains same, that is 1, but for the I plus x, it turns into the 0. Okay, so now I can have the answer character array as a 1 0. Okay, now coming to this piece of code, what we can see, for the 0th character, for the 0th index, the string, original string, which holds the character as a 0, that's why this condition is not applicable. But now moving to the next index, that is a 1, the s of 1 is 1. So in this case we have to check the base conditions, that is if the I minus x or I plus x lies in the range, and if it is, then whether that character at that position is 1. So for this, the first condition, that is a original string of I, that is a original string of 1 index position holds the character 1. So this condition is satisfied. Now it comes to this inside this if condition. Now it checks I minus x, because I plus x is out of bound, so I minus x, that is a 1 minus 1 0. For the in the answer character array, at the 0th location, can we have the 1? No, we don't have so here we can have the 1 in the answer character array. So this returns the true over here, and this is not inside the bound, so that's why this is false. But this is again the conditional OR operation, so true or false gives us the result true. So this resource initially it is a true, so true and true, it remains true. So after that it comes out of this for loop, and this if condition gets satisfied, and that's why we display the output string as a 1 0 over here. So that's the logic for this problem, and you can refer this solution, and this solution will be accepted on the Codeforces. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.